Yeah, it was tough. Oh, this is my first year on the show.
I know. Don't, you're going to make me cry. We're so connected. We're going to talk about a little bit of love, heartache, and all the good stuff and bad stuff.
So breakups then.
Yeah. I think all relationships go through phases like that. Sometimes they call it like a 7-year itch as well. Yeah, it's like scientifically proven.
I will say the thought of like going on dates again is crazy.
I think it's called a one-night stand. Get under to get over. I wasn't single for long at all in between them ones. I kind of like moved on extremely quickly.
How quick?
Like
2
I
weeks,
don't know.
mate.
My mama told me that
Yeah.
every time you go in a bar, you never want anyone to turn around and be like, I've shagged her, I've been with her.
I can tell you right now,
Best
no one in
advice.
London can say that about me. I think there is a way to be friends with your ex.
But then it's wrong to stay with somebody just because you feel comfortable. I've never actually been with anyone who's been in the same friendship group as me. How do you navigate that? Because I've actually had a friend.
Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Next Door. We are your hosts and neighbours. I'm Wallace Day.
And I'm Francesca Allen, and welcome back to the neighborhood. Today, we're going to talk about a little bit of love, heartache, and all the good stuff and bad stuff.
So breakups then.
Yeah. Wallace, how are you doing, babe?
Oh, guys, for those who don't know, I went through a breakup a few months ago. Yeah, they're a bit unpredictable, really, aren't they? Not the best time of my life, but you know, it's as an adult, it's interesting when you see it from a different perspective and you see it more as growth, I think. Have you had an adult breakup?
No. Nah. My breakups have never
Lucky
been
you.
that mature. Well, do you know what it was? I met Ed when I was 22, and then I was single for quite a long time, like through that time. Obviously, I did Love Island and stuff. And then I didn't have any relationships afterwards. And then I kind of got with Ed.
Yeah.
Because he was my friend. I mean, I went on some dates, but there wasn't really much breakup there. It was just kind of like, ghost that shit. Mature.
Yeah, I know. I will say the thought of like going on dates again is crazy. For context, we were together for 5 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, that is a long time. And it's hard as well when it's not, you haven't broken up like for a reason. Like none of us kind of like fucked up or like, you know, it wasn't anything like that. I think we just both knew that there wouldn't be a future in this.
Mm-hmm. It was your time.
Yeah. Like the relationship had like expired, if that sounds like for us to keep growing as individuals. But it's really sad that, you know.
I think all relationships go through phases like that. Sometimes they call it like a 7-year itch as well. Have you heard of this?
No.
So basically, when you've been with someone for 7 years, there's like this itch of like, are we moving forward? What are we doing? You start getting quite frustrated with one another.
Really?
It's like scientifically proven that at 7 years that you kind of get that feel. Guys, I'm at the 7-year point. I'm itching. Thank God I'm dragging the geezer down the aisle.
I was going to say, you're getting married, mate.
I know. My itch used to come every 3 years.
Oh, really?
I was a bit premature in the itch
So was
section.
that... So were all your relationships leading up to Ed kind of like 3 years?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, okay, interesting.
I would have 3 years, and then I wasn't single for long at all in between them ones. I kind of like moved on extremely quickly.
How quick?
Like
2
I
weeks,
don't know. No, not that fast. It was definitely a few months in between, but like when I would like just start seeing someone, but I think it's because I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to the dumping section.
Yeah.
So I would just be a bit mean.
Yeah.
And like make it to a point where they would turn around to me and said, I don't want to be with you anymore. And I was like, yep, me either. Good. You said it. Let's not do this anymore, which is not the way to do it.
No.
Immature, like I said.
Yeah. But you really do grow from those things. My previous relationship to my last one was also 5 years. So your 3 year must take me 5 years to figure it out. Takes me an extra couple of years. Oh, it's. I'll tell you what the weirdest thing is being so close to someone and them being in your life and like you guys talking, you know, all day, every day, and spending every night together, every morning together. And then suddenly they're just a stranger. And
it's like a death, I would say. It's like you mourn that person, even though they're still alive. It's a very strange feeling.
Yeah. It's almost like, I don't want to say harder, but like knowing that they're there and like you could bump into them or like that they're going to eventually move on with someone else. Like that has probably been the hardest thing for me to wrap my mind around.
Yeah. There's a level of comfort as well that you then don't have.
Yeah.
But then it's wrong to stay with somebody just because you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Which I've done before.
Me too.
Hung around just because it was easier.
Yeah. I think that is the easiest thing to do. And I think like short term, because then it makes it worse in the long run. But for my first relationship with a girl, that's what I did for like 5 years. Like I knew it wasn't right, but like she was also kind of my best friend. And like we had so much history, you know, we'd gone to school together. We had so much history together and we had the same friendship groups. And it was kind of more like I was away loads filming and she wasn't really working, no offense. No.
Bum.
No, I didn't know. I didn't really like that, but genuinely she was home all the time.
Yeah.
But like we already weren't on the same page, you know, I'm very ambitious and I think someone needs to match that energy. But you're right, it was easier for me to kind of like just brush it under the carpet and carry on doing my work and, you know, just knowing that that person would be there when you get home. But
I've never actually been with anyone who's been in the same friendship group as me. How do you navigate that? Because I've actually had a friend who is dating, she still is actually currently dating somebody, and the ex-girlfriend is part of the friendship group still, and they're like still friends.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah,
I know that one too.
I was No, I was seeing someone for a little bit whose like ex was in that friendship group. And oh wait, you met them.
I did. Fuck yeah. Sorry. Is that friend you? I have friends, you know.
For a very short amount of time, very, very briefly. But yeah,
that was a brief one.
Yeah, that person was still in that friendship group. And like when I met that friendship group, I was like, nah.
That was fucking awkward.
She was trying to talk to me, wasn't she?
Yeah, man.
She kept trying to talk to me and I was like, can you leave me alone?
I don't agree with it. To be honest with you, the way that you was getting collared was giving cock block.
It was giving, I'm not over them.
Yeah, it was. It was strange how much you was getting collared. And then it was almost like that person couldn't come and speak to you because you was with that person.
Yeah.
It made it super intense. It was fucking weird.
No, it was weird. And then even when we went to leave together, do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
They wanted to come with.
They were like, is it weird if I come?
Yeah.
I was like, probably.
Yeah, you was like, no, you can't come. Thanks for that.
Someone had to say it because everyone else was like, no, it's not weird. And I was like, fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Not for me.
And it makes it weirder because it was your house.
Yeah.
That's what made it strange.
Very gently, but very obviously called it off after that.
You was very polite about the situation.
Yeah, I was, wasn't I?
I had to come in and be that friend that was like, this is fucking weird. Back up. I was like, because like, you had guys hadn't seen each other in a while. And then the first like interaction, like the ex was there. And I don't know. I think sometimes when an ex makes a bigger situation out of it, like I have another friend where the ex was coming, like constantly talking to all the other friends and being like, we really have to have a conversation. I was like, but you don't have to have a conversation. You actually don't have to have a conversation.
It's kind of not your business.
You've not come in and stole this person from this person. There's no correlation. Everyone has exes. Like, let's get over it. Like, get over that.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
we're never going to be friends.
Yeah.
We're both banging the same person. It's weird.
Yeah.
You're never going to be friends. So stop trying to be friends.
Yeah, no, I get that. But also it's like they were done like a year ago, maybe even more than that. It felt like I think they were just genuinely just friends. Maybe one was more friendly than the other, I don't know. But for me, I was like, actually, this is not an environment that I want to be a part of and not a friendship group that I want to be a part of. Because, like, you know, the girls are always going to have one back and the guys are always going to have another or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you want to start like fresh and you want it to be exciting and happy and like a good thing to meet the friends, you know?
Yeah.
Not to meet the exes.
Yeah. No, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
You done really well in that situation. And actually, my friend done really well in that situation. She was super nervous.
What did she do?
She was really nervous. She didn't want to have the conversation. And because obviously the partner had obviously badmouthed her to her. So, you know, it's like you always get one side of a situation. You don't actually know what happened in their past relationship.
100%.
And I just said, if she really wants to talk to you, just be like, I don't have anything to say to you.
Yeah.
Like, you was totally before my time.
Yeah,
This is
which
new.
is fine.
Yeah, like everyone has exes. Like, I'm really not bothered by your presence. That sounds rude, but I was like, just kind of brush it under the carpet. Like, you don't need to feel nervous. But yeah, I've not actually had to be in that situation, so I don't know how it feels.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God.
Well, it lasted about a week and then I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my last relationship that came out of the first 5-year long one, it took me about 2 years to get over that person. And I think it's really dependent as well on your environment and obviously like how long it's been, but more so like how meaningful it was. And I think that was my first adult relationship. We got together when we were like 18, so we were still kids. And I think, you know, like 18 to 23, you learn a lot, you know, about yourself and about the other person, but you're still growing.
Yeah.
Like you're not really an adult, you're growing into an adult. So obviously there's going to be friction. So yeah, that took me a really long time to get over.
These things do take time.
Yeah.
Like, if I was to see any of my exes now, I'd be like, oh my God, I'd shudder. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, I kissed you. Like, it gets to...
Low-key, I kind of feel that as well.
Yeah, like, it takes a little minute for you to get to that stage.
Takes a little knock on your ego.
Yeah, it takes a minute for you to get to that stage where you think, actually, God, no. And then I can get how you can be friends because it's like, lol.
Yeah, it's like, lol. Do you remember when we used to...
But I don't think I would impose myself upon the girl. I think that you, as a woman, are creating a situation and making that person feel a type of way, which I don't really agree with. Like, if I was still in a friendship group with my ex and we could be friends, never gonna happen. Never. But say that did happen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like make a point of it. Like, I have a friend who we first met by going on a first date, like a blind date together.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, like that's how we initially met, was via a blind date. But nothing ever came of it. And we just realized that we actually really get along, but it's nothing romantically.
Yeah.
He looks like my brother crossing my sister's partner. And I was just like, I can't see this.
Oh.
Yeah. Because of the way they looked, I was like, I just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not for me. But we're actually really, really good friends.
Aww.
And like, I get along with their girlfriend and she knows that we've met via a date, but it was never anything more.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's as closest as I can relate to it.
Yeah.
But it's like banter. We're like, fucking, that was hilarious how we met.
No, that is funny. And like, I had like similar situations before where we've been like, is there a vibe? No. And then like we laugh about how we thought that there might be.
Yeah.
Also, I have like gay best friends who I like once upon a time back in high school dated, and like we're still like best friends now. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I think there is a way to be friends with your ex. I think you just both need to want it as a friendship, and only like you both need to be on the same page and you need to have given it enough time.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
But I'm like, why do you need to be my friend?
No, absolutely.
You're obsessed
like
with me.
We don't have to be friends. And me and my first 5-year-long ex, we are not friends. Again, like, no, hey, I'm indifferent to you. I just don't really think about you.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'd have anything in common now. And then me and my most recent ex, you know, I do hope that, you know, we can eventually be friends because we've been through a lot together. And, you know, it was a very special and important chapter of my life, you know. So I really hope that can happen. But I think probably keep going, no contact, and see where we end up.
Because it's so easy to step back into that comfort and back into that same safe space that you held with that person. Yeah. So I do think it's the best to just have no contact. I always say block.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, I think because it was amicable, and I think, you know, like we are both adults, and, you know, it was more like a divorce than a breakup because we had, because we had like so much of a life together, you know, so it's not just like a walk away. It was like.
And how old is Arlo?
5.
There we go.
Yeah. So like, you know, we had Arlo together and like, yeah, it was tough. Oh, it's my first year on the show.
I know. Don't, you're going to make me cry. We're so connected.
I know we are. You know, I think it is tough, especially when you have like dogs together and like you have a life together, and, you know, like especially when you think that that was someone that you were going to spend your life with. You're like, it's tough. But, you know, even now, like I look back and I'm like, that was, you know, for the best, for both of us, not just for me. Like I care about him as an individual and I know that it's what's best for him as well. Need a fucking drink. Can we get a drink down here, please?
Quickly. Cheers to new beginnings.
Cheers to new beginnings.
New beginnings, new love, new baby daddies. What?
New life, what?
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. I don't know what else to say. If you're enjoying this podcast so far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and follow us on all socials at Girls Next Door Show.
Do you know what I would love though? I would love like, not a dating coach, but just like a love coach. Like imagine if you could hire someone to help you get through your breakup. Because there's a science to it, right? So you start by having withdrawals and, you know, you go through, is it denial, numbness, anger, sadness? And then you kind of start to get over them, and acceptance, I think, is the final one. But if you could have like a breakup coach help guide you through those, you know, dark like months, then that would be, I don't know, I just think really, I don't deal with breakups very well.
I think it's called a one-night stand.
Yeah, or I could just do one of them.
Get under to get over. I've never tried that, personally.
Do you think I should? Do you think that will help?
No, do you know what? I've actually never had a one-night stand.
Have you not?
No, I
don't
actually
think I have
haven't.
either.
And I mean, a lot of like my friends, when I got engaged, to be fair, I was like, I've never had a one-night stand. I'm never going to be able to now.
Oh.
But it's fine. It's okay. But I'm just thinking, a lot of my friends do say that it doesn't make you feel great after. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not really that girl anyway. So
Yeah.
I actually don't really give a shit. But I mean, if you have someone to distract you, I'm not against that. I'm not against you having a distraction. I'm saying when you are fully broken up, you know you're not getting back with this person.
Yeah.
And you just kind of, I'm like, I think it's good to go to a bar and maybe have a chat, although sometimes it can send you the other way and make you really miss that person.
I know.
So alone time is also really, really good.
Yeah, actually. And I think that's it, isn't it? It's about balancing time alone, like, you know, honoring your peace and having some me time, and then time when you're just like out with your friends, just dancing it off and like flirting with like anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like just to kind of bring the fun back into it, because I think also towards the end of a relationship, it gets really heavy and like somber, and it's like, I'm not that kind of person, he wasn't that kind of person, and it's like you want to be yourself again, right? You want to be free, you want to feel excited about life and you know, the possibilities. I've never gotten under someone to get over someone, but
yeah, no good. I think that was bad advice. I was just fucking around. I actually do really advise being by yourself, although I never took that advice when I was younger for myself. The relationship I had prior to going on Love Island and prior to meeting Ed, I basically said that I just really wanted to know if I could be on my own and be single, because I was very much like just finding another person to fill a hole.
Yeah.
And I needed to know that I could be on my own and I was happy in my company and like really happy in myself. And that's when like the opportunity of Love Island came and it actually felt like it was all meant to be.
Yeah.
And even though I was meant to be looking for love, I wasn't. I was like, I'm really good on my own. I think that's why, because I felt quite strong in there of not being desperate for any attention, because I think that can happen in there a lot.
Yeah.
Of like
people see through it.
Yeah, you're meant to be finding these connections and finding these relationships. And I was like, I'm not fucking desperate. I actually really want to be by myself.
Yeah.
For the first time in my life.
It's amazing being by yourself.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like, no offense to him, but like I have been absolutely loving this time by myself.
Yeah.
Like I've been having the best summer of my life. Like I'm focused in on work. I get to spend so much time with my friends and family. I get to travel wherever I want to. I can be a bit selfish. I don't have to like consider anyone. I can do what I want. I can hang out with who I want. I can come home at whatever time I want.
Yeah.
I can just be a hot mess again.
Yeah. It's good. It's so good to just be you and get to know you again.
Yeah.
And I think that's when the perfect person comes along.
Do you think?
Yeah. Eddie.
Oh,
yeah, like
that's so
he
cute.
come along in a really good time of my life. And I was actually really scared to get in a relationship.
That's how
we
feel.
become friends, because I was like, okay, we've kissed. Like, that's as far as it's going to go because I really don't want to go any further. I don't want to be in a relationship. I still want to be on my own.
I'm not sleeping with you unless we're in a relationship.
100%.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
My mama told me that every time you go in a bar, you never want anyone to turn around and be like, I've shagged her. I've been with her.
I can tell you right now,
Best
no one
advice.
in London can say that about me.
Same.
Literally. And it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice. But also my brother lives in London. So like the fact that no one can be like, wait, banged your sister. I'm like, literally no one can.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But in LA, no.
For sure. There comes a certain pride with it.
Yeah.
And I noticed it from a young age, actually. This is totally going off course, but from a young age, I had a friend. We won't name her, but
Name her.
We're not really friends anymore, so it's fine. But when we was young and we used to go out together, she would just constantly be going home with any next guy. Like, she just met them and she'd be going home with them, blah, blah. And I'd be like, you should listen to my mum. You should really listen to my mum. She said you shouldn't do that. But the way I noticed that, like, because we're young, we're hanging out around in the same groups.
Yeah.
The way that the guys would speak to her compared to the way that they would talk to me was like completely different in levels of respect.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for you being liberated and if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be a feel-good factor for me.
No.
So I never have. Fucking frigid.
No, I know. And that's how I feel. But like,
frigid.
I will say like when you sleep with someone, I do feel like it's a transfer of energy.
It is.
And like one of the exes that I was with, the girl that I was with, after her, I slept with another girl and lol, cried. It was so bad, but she was so lovely. She was so understanding. After.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was like so understanding, so sweet, but like it was like that was real and like raw and like that's how I felt in the moment. And I think it's like when you do sleep with someone else for the first time after a partner, whether it was like that, whether it was like 2 years or like my ex of 5 years or my most recent ex, like you're cutting some kind of tie, aren't you? And like you're really just transferring your energy to a different person.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to feel, you know, some kind of energy or emotional shift, you know?
There was actually a girl on another podcast who said that.
Wait, you listen to other podcasts?
It just came up on my Instagram feed, to be honest with you. I just listened to the clip. It was just a clip. It was a soundbite.
All right, I'll let you off.
In the clip, she said that the more guys you sleep with, or girls, you are transferring, they change your DNA because you are absorbing, disgusting, their DNA.
Sorry, that's absolutely vile.
So you're absorbing like all these different people's genetics and it changes your DNA and it makes you more crazy because you're like getting a part of them. But I'm like, do you know what? Energy-wise, I kind of get that. Like it is a transfer of energy and like, I think it's a lot more intimate than people like to make out it is.
I agree.
But I'm like, you know, when these girls are like, I don't know, like the OF, like when they do them, I'm going to sleep with 1,000 guys and all this shit. I'm like, how is your DNA? Like that must actually make you crazy.
You know, I actually feel for these girls. I do. And I might be coming at that from the wrong angle, but like they might love it. And like, you know what? If that makes you feel liberated, like girl, honestly go for it. As long as you're not hurting anyone. But oh my God, I think that would send me into submission. I don't even know. Like I could never do that.
Did you feel used?
Yeah, I'd feel used. And like my body is like such a temple to me. Like I love my own company. And like I feel very at peace with myself, whether I'm like in bed alone reading a book or like going for, I don't know, like a morning run or whatever, like walking the dogs, whatever it is. Like I do like my own company. And I think you can lose that sometimes when you're in a relationship or you're with someone so much of the time. And it's one of my favorite things about a breakup is one, the transformation that you do as a woman.
Glow up.
The absolute glow up. I'm still working on mine, but it's coming, guys.
It's coming. I said it to you today. I was like, well, does she look happy?
Yeah, you said you look happier, right? Yeah. You know what? It's mad that you say that because I've seen a lot of friends this in the last couple of weeks. Every single person I've seen has said exactly that.
Yeah. You look rested.
Yeah, well, finally. I think like, not to get into it, but like the last few months were a bit difficult, I think. And like when you really love someone like I did, and I think when you want to make it work, you do exhaust yourself and like your options. And I think, you know, the science behind a breakup is so interesting, but even the science towards like the end of a relationship, it's like your body is literally constantly in either fight, flight, or freeze. And it's only really now I look back and I'm like, whew, Like, that was a lot.
Heavy.
Yeah. And why? Like, we're so young. Like, we're in our 20s. Like, or I'm 30 now, but like, it shouldn't be like that. You know, like, a relationship's meant to empower you and uplift you. And now, if you ain't doing that, I ain't looking at you.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be lying if you said that me and Ed didn't have like trying times. But it's whether you actually want to move forward and if you see a future with that person, if you want to try, it's never going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
Ever. But if you've got someone by your side who you truly like want to try for, then I'm all for it.
Yeah. And I think that has to be equal.
Yeah.
Like, you both have to want it, but also be willing to sacrifice like the same amount of things. And I think that was probably the problem with us, you know?
And I think accepting alone time. Like, I know you've done really well in times because a lot of your partners have been like long distance relationships and stuff like that. But where me and Ed are like constantly on top of each other, like 24/7. We're like, we actually really enjoy like alone time. And I think it's like
from each other.
Yeah, like even just like going to the gym by yourself or having a morning walk and getting your coffee on your own. Like, it's actually quite nice. And it gives you a moment to like miss one another and like get excited to see each other again.
Yeah.
Even like if I was to go away, like I remember I'd done like a little weekend with my sister and it was just 2 nights and I was like, oh, I'm so excited to go home now. Like, you kind of want that like feeling still.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I think that keeps it exciting, you know. I think, not like to be a mystery, but like I do think that in relationships, it's healthy to have some private things from each other because you are different individuals. And like, I don't believe that someone should be going through your phone and like, you know, you should be having no secrets from that person. Like, you're entitled to your privacy. You are a human being and you're both entitled and should have your own lives, I think, you know. Go out with the boys or go out with your girls and I'm going to go out with mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and you know what, babe? I want to hear all about it at the end of the night or tomorrow or whenever, you know?
Yeah.
Like, go on holiday, and like, I can't wait to hear all about it.
Boys are so shit at giving the gossip though.
So shit.
Oh my God. Ed went to Oasis and I was like, so tell me, like, what happened? Like, what went down?
Was he like, they sung, yeah?
Yeah, and he was like, literally, they sung, we danced. And I was like, any goss?
Yeah.
Because like one of his friends going for a breakup. I'm like, so, like, what was he doing? Did he meet anyone?
Yeah.
Anything?
Did he bring anyone?
I don't know. And I'm like, that's shit. It's a shit. Zero gossip.
Well, I will say, talking about...
Do better.
Do better. Make notes. I will say, talking about friends, I did have one of your friends message me the other day.
Yeah.
Asking me out on a date.
Shut up.
Fran and I went to grab Farmer J's salad. And we had a fan of the show come up to us, didn't we? He was one of Fran's mates.
A very old friend of mine, to be fair. We've known each other like school times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he now lives in town. So yeah, we bumped into him. Very confident man.
I love confidence.
Yeah, very old school. I actually think he'd
very
be
romantic.
Yeah, I think he'd be quite good.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I vouch for him.
Would you?
I would vouch for him, yeah.
All right.
You have my permission, guys.
To go on my first date.
Listen, I would not put you in harm's way. Like, I don't know anything bad to say about the guy, so I'm all for it.
All right, love it. Well, maybe I'll pick your brains after.
Fuck it, now she's been lined up there already.
Lining up, mate.
Yeah.
You should see my DMs. Anyway, yeah. It's weird though, isn't it? Because like healing is not linear. And like I'll be in some moments like now where I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go on a date. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And then other moments like the thought of that, like
sitting home crying.
Yeah, like sitting at home crying. Do you know what I mean? And like they get less and less and like they're few and far between. But like, you know, it is very real, isn't it? And I think love is such a special and sacred thing that you can give someone.
Yeah. Like, I do think you can love more than one person. And especially if it's like different times of your life.
Yeah.
Then you obviously have different meanings of love. And
yeah,
it's just what's right for you.
I think also you never love someone in the same way.
No.
So like my first like long-term relationship, like we loved each other in such a crazy, fun, like wild way. And then, you know, my like ex-girlfriend, that was chaotic, but I learned so many lessons in that. And then my most recent one, I think it was a lesson of patience and acceptance, you know? And yeah, I think like collaboratively, you really learn what you do and you don't want. And someone said to me recently, all the love that you've ever given to anyone will come back to you eventually.
Oh,
which really, helped me.
that is really nice.
I know, it's cute, isn't it?
That's wholesome.
Yeah.
I suppose what makes it harder as we get older, choosing someone now is like essentially in your mind is who you're going to be with for the rest of your days until like you take your last breath.
Yeah.
Which is super intense.
It is intense. And it's a big decision to make so young.
Yeah.
You know, we're like a third through our lives, maybe if we're lucky. I don't know. But like, it is the biggest decision that you're ever going to make. And I think for me, I do have such high standards and I rarely like anyone, which is a bit of a problem for me.
Yeah.
But like, I think because I'm so happy like being alone, it's like you have to come in and either enhance my life or like, just like you got to add something to it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't do that, I don't want it. Like, I'm also fine being alone with the dogs.
That's so good. Do you know that that's the best place to be in?
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's so good. You don't want to depend on someone.
No.
Although it's nice to know that you can lean on them in trying times and troubling times. Like Ed has done above and beyond. Like when times have been really tough for me, he's just completely taken control and just like been my absolute rock.
Yeah.
I also see like such amazing like fatherly traits in him. I know he'd be the most amazing dad. I actually say to people, which God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen, but if we was to ever not be together and we had children, I just know that he would still be the most incredible parent, which is super important for me.
Yeah.
So you have to like look at all these different aspects. It's not just like, do I like you? Do I fancy you? Do we have good sex? Are we getting along well? Like it's not all of them things. You actually have to look at the bigger picture and as a family, like what your family life will be.
Yeah. Yeah, it changes as you get older. You have to factor in, other things.
Yeah. Just not like what shoes has he got on this week?
Yeah. Or is he hot? Like
when I was younger, the shoe thing was really a real issue for me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, man. Dirty trainers was like I was like, oh fuck.
Oh no.
I just thought like, take care of your shoes.
Yeah. If you take care of your shoes, just take care of your shit.
And he's not a massive raver if he's got clean trainers either.
Oh, nice. I'm going to start looking down more. I meant all the way down.
People might have something to say about these winkle pickers I've got on. These are so ugly.
Or my ice cream shoes.
These are literal peasant shoes from like the 1900s.
I like them shoes.
I'm so into these shoes. They are so cute. Mr. Whippy.
Mr. Whippy, come on.
They're sick.
Thanks, mate.
I need a pair of them. The outfits are giving today, by the way. We've kind of gone for similar vibes.
Yeah, we have actually.
Yeah, I need that jacket too.
Although, it's David Comer, but I will say it's pretty hot in the studio. And, I'm a bit flustered as it is.
August.
Yeah. What advice would you have for like a young girl that's just going through her first breakup?
I do think spend like time on your own.
Yeah.
Concentrating on things that make you happy.
Yeah.
Things that you want to achieve in your life. Like it's a time for you to be selfish. And I think that's just amazing. Like you should really take advantage of that and do what you want to do. Spend time with your friends and just like have a good time.
Yeah.
And just be selfish. I think that's like my number one thing.
Well, yeah, and I agree because it's like you have to be selfish because you have to figure out who you are before you can really know if you're compatible with anyone else.
And it gives you such confidence.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you like how confident knowing that you just are good on your own. Like it's unreal.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And I think like, when it comes down to it, the concept of that sounds like really hard and really scary, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. But like, really, we're only going to be with ourselves, right? For our whole lives. So it's like, you have to make sure that you really nurture, well, this is what I've learned, that you really nurture that relationship, like the best that you can. And also, I will just say, like, my bit of advice for any young girl experiencing a breakup or who thinks that they want to break up with their partners.
Fucking do it.
No. Like
evil.
Yeah, we're so bad. We're like the naughty big sisters. But like, I will say your time to do it is in your 20s because like everyone's available, right? Pretty much. Like the pool is bigger than ever. So like just date loads of people. Like figure out. if I could go back and say to myself, I would say, don't get into 2 5-year-long relationships.
Yeah.
I would have said, like, go back, date loads of different kinds of people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Because, like, you learn so much about yourself. And also spend time with your friends as much time as possible, because your friends will, it's inevitable, grow up, start a family, and, like, have their own life one day. You're not all going to be, like, with each other all the time forever. And I wish someone told me that sooner.
Same.
Yeah.
I spent way too many of my younger years in relationships.
Yeah.
I needed to just concentrate on me.
Yeah.
And I think it came from a place of like not wanting to be alone.
Yeah. No, same.
Yeah.
Like a fear of it almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like clinging on to someone. Ick.
Yeah. Such an ick.
Yeah. Fucking man up, Fran.
Pussy up.
Yeah. Proper. Pussy up. And on that note, you should pussy up, everyone. That should be our new slogan for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Pussy up.
Pussy up. I do think that there are wins to breakups. Obviously, like we kind of spoke about, you get to find yourself more and like you get to spend time with your friends. But I think we should talk about the glow up as well, because everyone does just glow up after a breakup. Like even the last time like I saw my ex, like we grabbed breakfast and like kind of spoke things through, and I was like, damn, like you're looking good.
Because you're concentrating on yourself.
I was like, why don't you look like this when you're with me?
Because they're going to the gym.
I was like, I loved you for you. I loved your heart. I loved your body and your soul. And now you want to look fire.
The disrespect.
Yeah, you had a real one.
Yeah, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's because you're looking after yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You're putting yourself first. You've got more time. You can work out. I think also more relaxed. You're probably sleeping better. You're doing things for you. Like a post-breakup glow is real.
Yeah. No one's waking you up to rattle in the morning, are they? Well, it's my fucking wall in my house. 7 a.m.
All right, fucking hell, Fran. You didn't need to throw me under the bus like that, did you?
I'm joking. You are sleeping better now for sure.
All right.
But I do think as well, another pointer is that even though we're saying like you should do this when you're single and blah, 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 also when you are in a relationship, if you're with the right person, then they're going to allow you to still be like that.
Yeah,
they're going to allow you still to like concentrate on you. Like it happens, you can lose yourself in the beginning in the person, but like don't lose yourself, babe.
You got this, babes.
I've lost myself. To be fair, I think I glue up. I glued up in bed. Not a glow up, a glue up.
Glued up. Yeah. You fucked, mate.
No, but I actually genuinely feel like I was like definitely like more complacent, happy, and like got more on my shit. Because I was like, I don't actually believe that you should let yourself go when you get in a relationship.
I completely agree with you. That's why I was so mad at my ex. No offense. But like...
Are you getting on my level again?
But to be fair, I also like got comfortable for a moment. Like somewhere in the middle, you know?
Be because that's safe.
Yeah.
Of course you can. But I'm saying like with the right person, they won't make you feel like crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit, sometimes. There's the fun if it's not.
Love is a hell of a drug. But how nice that you never need to go on a first date ever again.
I know.
You're so lucky.
I actually do feel quite happy about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am happy about that. How ridiculous is that?
Not at all. Because like, you know how you'll be going from like such an in-depth conversation with your partner to like, so what's your favorite color? Like, what the fuck?
Don't.
Like, what the fuck though? Like, how can you be like that deep into like someone's soul 1 minute and then the next like, so do you have any pets?
Oh,
no. This makes me want to be single forever.
Oh,
like
don't.
actually forever and ever.
No, I actually shouted at Ed when we first met. Well, didn't shout. I was just like, don't ask me what I do for a living. Don't ask me where I'm from. Fuck off with your boring questions. I was like, they're boring. Like I just was so sick of them same mundane questions.
Yeah.
And my guy come out with the most roguish things. So I was like, let's be best friends. I can see us being besties. And he is still my bestie.
Yeah. So Ed is your best friend as well as your partner.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's important.
I think that was like where the foundation of our relationship kind of came from. And even now, sometimes he's like, sorry, I just like still look at you like you're my mate. I'm like, should I be offended or is that endearing? Yeah. He's like, sorry, I just like still look at you like you're my mate. I'm like, but that's cute.
But that is nice though. I think you should be best friends.
Yeah.
like, you know, like he was my best friend. And I think also that is one of the hardest things as well. But then you connect with your friend, you reconnect with them, you know?
Oh my God, I can totally be myself with Ed, which is good. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Because we were just ourselves. There was no like trying to impress one another and trying to like make it a thing and trying to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the shit.
You guys are real though, you know, like you're very real with each other. You always have been. So it's
savage.
Like, savage. Yeah, savage.
No, I'm very,
Savage
I am very happy.
Good, I'm glad. You deserve to be happy.
I feel like we're talking about breakups and I'm like, I'm so happy.
I'm going to be there ready to catch your bouquet on your wedding.
Yeah,
I'm going to be elbowing Amber out the way.
Honestly. Oh my God, I literally
my turn.
manifested a couple.
Did you?
Yeah.
Can you manifest me one, please?
I honestly actually manifested this. So literally I went to an aloe event and I started explaining to this girl, she's so gorgeous, really nice girl.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm done with dating guys overseas, blah, blah, blah. I was like, do you know what? I've actually got a friend who's single and I think he'd be actually really good for you. Like he's handsome.
Stop.
No social media, like was checking all the boxes that she wanted.
Wait, it wasn't my guy, was
Successful. No, another one. Ed has more friends than just the one guy.
All of Ed's friends tick all the boxes. What's going on?
Yeah. What can I say? Vibes the tribe. So I was like basically explaining it. And then like a month had passed and I completely forgot to even say anything to him about her. But she was like, show me a photo. And I was like, well, he hasn't got social media and his WhatsApp, he's got no photo. I was like, I've got nothing to give you. But just trust me, he's nice looking, dress is nice. Like I don't see any red flags here. So then...
Blind date?
Well, no. So basically, he came and met me and Ed the following day after their night out and was like, Fran, it's crazy. I saw this girl. She's so beautiful. We made eyes across the bar. And then like, I've like woke up this morning and I've gone on Raya and she's the first girl that's come up on my Raya.
Shut
And he was like, I've never messaged a girl, but I'm going to message her. And I've messaged her. And I was like, no way. That's crazy. Like, how would that ever happen? Show me this girl. He's pulled up the photo. It's the girl I was telling her about him.
Stop.
Swear. So I've gone, oh my God. You're never going to believe it. About a couple of weeks ago, I was telling her about you. And he was like, what?
Stop.
Yeah.
Are they still together?
Well, I've sent her a message.
Yeah.
And I said, check your messages on Raya because the guy I was telling you about has messaged you. And she was like, no way. I never look at my messages. I've completely forgot about the app. I never even look at it anymore. Yeah. So if you hadn't have told me, I wouldn't go and look. They was chatting. They're getting along really well. They're proper dating.
They're dating
together.
Oh,
that's
so cute. Oh,
I feel like I manifested that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I feel like you and Alexa are very good at like playing Cupid.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn next.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to like manifest it. Me and Alexa are going to have to get around. Wow, wow, wow. Get the psychic back. Wow, wow.
Yeah,
calling my cousin.
please.
Wow, wow, wow. Is that what they do?
Yeah, all of the above.
There we go, babe. It's going to happen in due time.
Thanks, babes. I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
I'm loving my single life right now.
Don't be. It always happens when you least expect it.
I love it. And on that note, we're going to wrap up. Thank you so much for listening. We have been The Girls Next Door with me, Wallace Day.
And me, Francesca Allen. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check in with us next week.